So the last story for the day, Biden slips up, says America can handle 8 years of Donald Trump. Oh, boy. Former Vice President Joe Biden accidentally said Sunday that President Donald Trump has been in office for 8 years. We can handle with a lot of difficulty 8 years of Donald Trump, Biden said. Excuse me, 4 years of Donald Trump, the former vice president said before making the sign of the cross over himself as the audience laughed. So we do actually have facepalm. Oh, Freudian slip. Yeah. Let's watch this.
It's different than anyone that any of you have voted in, not because I'm running, but because of the nature of what's at stake. You know, we can handle with a lot of difficulty 8 years of Donald Trump, but if we have, 4 years of Donald Trump, but if we let it happen.
I'm proud to say I was one of the first people to support Harry for being the majority leader, and before that,
Did he say minority leader?
Support Harry for being the majority.
The minority leader. Holy, I'm guessing that guy's a minority, right? Oh boy.
Leader, and before that, the whip in the Democratic House, the Democratic Senate.
It would put 720 million women back in the workforce. It would increase the GDP, to sound like a wonk here, by about 0.8%. Increase the GDP workforce. It would put 720 million women back in the workforce.
What? Yeah, there's only 330 million people in the US. How the hell are you going to put 700 million people into the bloody workforce if there's only 330 in your country, you knob?
It would increase the GDP, to sound like a wonk here, by about 0.8%. It would grow the economy.
Friend, and she's a friend. She's been my friend in and out of public life. I want to be clear. I'm not going nuts.
We choose truth
Are you sure about that, Joe Biden? Are you sure you're not going nuts?
over facts.
When Bobby Kennedy and Dr. King had been assassinated in the 70s, I want to thank Rich Fitzgerald, the county executive.
He's getting so much wrong in this.
Here, and all my time in public life, from since I've gotten involved, the country wasn't built by Wall Street bankers, CEOs, and hedge fund managers. If the enterprise hit hard times, everybody took a hit. Union workers, the UAW, took incredible cuts in their future and their pensions and the less to get GM working. They also got that last year and try to cut wages or freeze wages for their people. Right today, the same is happening in big hospitals.
So that's an interesting thing. Trip says in chat, obviously by bringing in millions of migrants. It is interesting to me that whenever a Republican is in power, there is a huge influx of migrants coming into the US. When Bush was in power, Bush Jr., and don't get me wrong, I think he was one of the worst presidents, right? I hated Bush. When Bush was in power, right before Obama took office, record numbers of migrants flooding into the US. It's like it's a voting strategy. What do you guys reckon? But anyway. Alright guys, so that's basically going to be the show for the day.